Her speech this evening is The Power of Art Jewelry, and this is Project 2 of Organize Your Speeches. This project is going to be 7 to 9 minutes long, and previously, before she worked in the Mint Museum here in Charlotte, she worked at the Museum of Fine Arts in Houston. So I would like your help in welcoming Rebecca to the stage.
I'm here to talk tonight about the power of art jewelry. So what is art jewelry? What makes jewelry art? When many people think of impressive jewelry, they might commonly think of something like this: diamonds, gold, bling. Our culture has a long tradition of jewelry made from expensive materials. This type of jewelry is a sign of wealth, like wearing your bank account. What's more, expensive jewelry is often used to mark special occasions. If there's one piece of jewelry that you own, it's probably your wedding ring and maybe also your engagement ring. It might be the most expensive thing you own. Precious metals and rare gemstones are tangible symbols of important relationships. But there's another kind of jewelry. People began making other jewelry in the 20th century and are still making it today. I'm talking about jewelry made by artists who create beauty and value, not merely from the sheer monetary value of their materials, but the sculptural way that they transform them. The sculptor Alexander Calder was a pioneer of this new approach. Although he's perhaps best known for his mobiles, from the 1920s on, he made numerous pieces of jewelry. Calder's techniques and materials were simple and humble. On this necklace, there are no gemstones. There's no cacophony, visual cacophony of a lot of materials. There's only brass wire, twisted and hammered flat. But the repetition of circles creates visual rhythm, and there's a carefully considered balance between solid metal and open space. The same balance and simplicity of form can be seen in Calder's mobiles. They're like dangly earrings with a river in, and likewise, Calder's jewelry is sculptured through the body. Today, there's a well-established tradition of artists who approach jewelry in sculptural terms. The Japanese jeweler Emiko Suo prefers to work with extremely thin wire, thin metal plate, and gold leaf, because although separately they may be fragile, together they can be strong and assertive. Indeed, the dramatic scale of this neck piece makes a bold statement. Framing the face like an Elizabethan ruff collar, it shimmers when viewed from different angles. Some jewelry makers choose materials based on the history and even personal experiences that they evoke. Everett Nyland, a Dutch jeweler, created a magic reflexa in response to a commission from the Mint Museum in 2008. It was inspired by his recent trip to Venice and is part of a series called Venezia. Mirrored glass beads pay homage to the city's tradition of glassmaking and its famous watery canals. The abstract shapes of the beads create complexity in both the form of the necklace and the way that it reflects light. The Finnish artist Jana Sivanga's jewelry is a response to the environment around her. Living in Finland, where there's a great deal of uninhabited land, led her to a deep concern with the natural world. Since the late 1980s, she's been making jewelry out of discarded reference books like telephone books and dictionaries. She intended this jewelry as a protest against the culture of excess that she saw in the world at the time. By using recycled paper instead of precious metals and gems, she subverts jewelry's usual role of communicating wealth and status. Instead, she finds beauty in that which is mundane and ordinary. By the simple act of slicing the book into segments and arranging them on wire, Sivanga has created a necklace that's inventive and surprisingly beautiful. Reused materials can even carry more personal meaning. Jeffrey Giles used his own hair in his bracelet to tell a specific personal story that's also a broader cultural critique. For 8 years, Giles wore his hair in dreadlocks that went down to his chest, which he later cut off and included here. During his time, he says, discrimination became a constant in my life. The experience taught him tolerance and acceptance. Self-portrait cultivated perception documents his transformation through photographs in the charms hanging from the dreadlocks. The hair, then, is an emblem of the artist's personal and social identity. Whereas Giles uses material from his own body, Jennifer Trask, who's also American, used the products of her other living creatures. Germinate comes from a series of necklaces made from animal bones, antlers, and teeth. Trask is fascinated by the way bones carry the history of living things. Bones grow and change and remain after death. In metaphorical terms, we even see bones as bearers of sensations and emotions, like when we say, "I feel it in my bones." Here, Trask takes advantage of the jewelry format to allude to these ideas. From a distance, these floral forms appear delicate and lacy, but up close they're bold and visceral. Animal bones come into direct contact with the human body, including the collarbones. Ultimately, Germinate is both beautiful and disturbing. It's a meditation on the relationships between the human and natural worlds, and the cycles of life and death. On the other end of the spectrum, Emiko Oye uses common materials in order to invert the traditions of jewelry using humor and irony. Cartier One is from her series called My First Royal Jewels. Oye uses Legos to recreate historical pieces of opulent jewelry by design houses like Harry Winston and Cartier. The series title makes reference to the way luxury jewelry served as a public symbol of wealth, and sometimes even aristocratic birth, as well as the fact that it was passed down through generations as a family heirloom. When people acquired it, they would often have it redesigned and updated. Gems were remounted to transform necklaces into pendants and bracelets. By contrast, Oye's jewelry is made from repurposed Lego sets, handed down by family and friends. Because Lego is modular, they too can be reconfigured as other works. Oye's jewelry asks the question, who are today's jewelry collectors, and what do we consider valuable and precious in the 21st century? What might be a family heirloom for you? Value is often informed by nostalgia, so your inner child might find just as much preciousness in designs made from Legos as in ones made from gemstones and pattern. Whether they work with precious metals or discarded scraps, art jewelers elevate materials beyond their monetary value. Their work is more than simply a wearable bank account. It's wearable sculpture. Fortunately for you, there's several places in and around Charlotte that you can get jewelry somewhat like this. You can get it at Bed-Stuy Gallery on Elizabeth Avenue, or you can get it from member artists by going to Winthrop University when they have their student sales from their jewelry classes. Of course, in the mountains west of us, there's Penland School of Crafts, where there are many important artists that either live there or come to teach. And then Asheville has a number of shops where you can get jewelry. With all these great resources nearby, next time you're considering splurging on a statement piece for yourself or a gift for someone special,